There are roads in this country that predate the highways. Old roads, made of dirt and gravel, that cut through the deep forests of the Pacific Northwest. They are not on any modern map. They are shortcuts for no one. This is the story of Leo, a 45-year-old architect from Portland, a man who lived by logic, schedules, and GPS. He was driving to a major client presentation in a remote corner of Oregon. He was late. Stressed and trusting his phone, he took a shortcut that his GPS suggested. The shortcut quickly devolved from a paved road to a gravel track, surrounded by a dense, unfamiliar forest. As the sun set, an unnatural fog rolled in, thick and heavy, swallowing the road. His GPS signal died. Disoriented, he saw a figure in the fog, standing by the side of the road. It wasn't a backpacker. It was a man wearing a heavy, dark overcoat and a wide-brimmed hat, looking like he had stepped out of the 1800s. Leo stopped, rolling down his window. The man didn't ask for a ride. He leaned in, his face weathered, and spoke in a low, rough voice. "The fog has you. Turn off your engine. Wait for the sun. Don't drive this road." Leo, unnerved but attributing the man to a local eccentric, scoffed. "I don't have time for this." He hit the gas, the car disappearing into the mist. What happens when a modern man ignores an ancient myth? And what if that warning wasn't the threat, but the only help he was going to get? Leo drove for what he assumed was 20 minutes. The fog was so thick, he could only see a few feet ahead. He passed a distinct landmark, a large, collapsing red barn, its side painted with the faded words, "See Rock City." He checked his watch. He kept driving. The road felt endless. Another 20 minutes passed. He looked at his car's navigation system. The blue dot representing his car hadn't moved at all. His heart began to pound. He pressed the accelerator, and through the fog, he saw it again. The same collapsing red barn. He was in a loop. The road was not letting him go. He slammed on the brakes, the car skidding to a stop. He was shaking. And the man, the highwayman, was there again, standing by the barn, as if waiting for him. This time, Leo got out of the car. "What is this? What's going on? Who are you?" The highwayman looked at him, his eyes sad. "I told you not to drive. You're in the trap now." He explained that this stretch of road wakes up in the fog. It becomes a place outside of time, feeding on the panic of the travelers it catches. He said he was not a ghost, but a guardian, a warden of this place. What would you do in Leo's shoes? Would you trust this ghostly figure, or try to find your own way out of this impossible loop? Thank you for staying with us. Leo, a man of blueprints and logic, was now facing a reality that did not follow any rules. Your attention to his story is what allows us to explore these dark corners of the American road. And the most chilling part of his discovery was still to come. "What do you mean, a trap?" Leo asked, his voice trembling. The highwayman told his story. He had been a stagecoach robber on this very road in the 1890s. He had been caught in an early snowstorm, panicked, and died. But he never moved on. He was now part of the road's myth, forced to watch as it collected others. "I am not the danger," the highwayman said. "I am the warning. The road doesn't hurt you. Your own fear does. Once you panic, once you truly believe there is no escape, the road takes you." "Takes me where? Takes who?" Leo demanded. The highwayman simply pointed to the dark woods beside the barn. "The others." Leo grabbed the powerful flashlight from his rental car. He stepped into the trees. And he found them. It was a graveyard of vehicles. Dozens of them, in various states of decay. A rotted wooden wagon wheel. A Ford Model T, rusted and overgrown. A 1950s-era sedan, its fins covered in moss. A 1990s SUV, its windows shattered. They were the ones who had ignored the warning. The ones who had panicked. The ones who were absorbed by the road, their vehicles and, he feared, their spirits, left to rot in the woods for eternity. Leo ran back to the car, fumbling for his keys. He was going to drive, smash his way out. The highwayman grabbed his arm. If you do that, you will join them. Panic is the trap. Then how do I leave? Leo whispered. The only way out is to drive without fear, the highwayman said. You must trust the road. Drive slowly. And no matter what you see in your mirrors, no matter what you hear, do not look back. Leo got into the car, his hands shaking so badly he could barely turn the key. He took a deep breath. He put the car in drive and began to move slowly, passing the red barn for the third time. The fog grew thicker. He heard whispers, saw shapes and lights in his peripheral vision, the ghosts of the other cars, trying to make him panic. He kept his eyes fixed forward. He drove for what felt like an eternity, his speedometer never rising above 10 miles an hour. Finally, he felt the car's wheels move from gravel to pavement. He crossed a small, stone bridge, and in an instant, the fog vanished. The air was clear. He was on a main highway. He looked in his rearview mirror. There was no fog, no gravel road, just an unbroken line of dark forest. Leo pulled over, 6 hours late for his meeting, looking like a man who had seen a ghost. He never got the client. When he tried to find that shortcut on the map the next day, it wasn't there. It had never been there. He realized the myth on that road wasn't a monster. It was a warning. The highwayman was the only spirit of adventure, trying to save travelers from the road itself. What do you think that road was? A time loop? A haunted stretch of land? Or a shared hallucination, brought on by stress and fog? And what would you have done if you saw the highwayman? Share your theories in the comments below. Thank you for joining us at Backpacker Stories. If you believe some warnings are written in folklore for a reason, subscribe to our channel. We are not a travel vlog. We are a space for the deep, emotional, and compelling tales born on the highway. Lace up your boots, and click the video on your screen for our next story.